you don't have a block, a, a cushion or anything else to bring the ground up to you. You might need one.
Lucy says looking good. Angel says looking good.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks,
A wonderful class.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Or should I say good morning, cool cats and kittens. Everybody like my tights here. I know everybody's been watching Tiger King, and I just thought it'd be fun. It'd be funny to wear these tights for you guys today. I woke up honestly kind of a little bit scared this morning. Just been watching the news a little bit, and I try not to, but it was really scary last night, kind of thinking about New York, everything that's happening, also our first responders. There's a lot happening here and in this world, and so when I start to get overwhelmed and I start to feel like things are out of my control, I really like to concentrate on my breath and on my prana. Prana in yoga is life force. It's this energy that kind of moves around us and gives us new life and new breath. And so I just wanted to really concentrate on that today for all of you. And as we flow, remembering that our breath and our prana really is something that we can concentrate on to help our mind calm down, and also to just let us be in the present moment. My former teacher, Chrissy Chung, she said this, and it really resonates with me. She said, "Our breath helps us to rest in the remembrance that life is a gift." So I'm going to read that again. Our breath helps us to rest in the remembrance that life is a gift. So just kind of thinking about that today as we flow. All right, so if you're following along with me on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and start to turn our music on. And we're going to start in child's pose today, Balasana. So starting to bring both of our big toes together on the mat, and then our palms on the floor. Starting to rest now our hips behind onto our heels. Now your knees can be together if you want more of a stretch throughout your lower back, or your knees can be apart. I would suggest apart today because we're going to rest into our hips a little bit more today. And then starting to bring our hands towards the top of our mat, allowing our forehead to just settle in here onto the earth, bowing here to our earth. Settling in. Starting to breathe in this prana, this life force that surrounds us all. Deeper inhales, deeper exhales. Checking in with our heart and what's on our heart today. Just being a witness to what's happening in your heart and how you feel. No judgment. Noticing where you're holding your feelings. Is your chest heavy? Maybe your hips tight, your shoulders maybe tense. We truly, truly hold our feelings in our body. So just kind of checking in here. Again, no judgment, no second thought on it, just feeling. sending that prana now to the posterior side of your body, the back of your heart, the back of your spine, the back of your hips. Your next inhale, lengthening your fingertips to the top of your mat. Then exhale, bring them over to the right. Maybe that left hand goes over your right hand, pressing that left hip in, left shoulder in, breathing into the left side of our body now. Allowing each intercostal muscle to rise, expand. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to your left. That right hand might extend onto the left hand. Press in your right hip. Deep inhales, deep exhales to the right side of your body now. Inhale, come back to center. Rest here a few more breaths. Our next inhale, we're going to come into tabletop. As we exhale, we're going to come into cow. So press into your fingertips. Cat your back. Tuck in your tailbone, chin to your chest. Inhale, belly button to the mat, chin to the sky, shoulders back, heart forward, cow. Exhale, sit back, extend those fingertips forward again, child's pose. Inhale, come back into tabletop. Exhale, press into the mat, cat. Tuck in your tailbone, chin to chest. Inhale, cow, belly button to the mat, chin to the sky, shoulders back. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. Inhale, come back to center, tabletop. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Now do this at your own breath, your own flow. Coming, inhaling into tabletop, exhaling into cat, inhaling into cow, exhaling back to child's pose. Take your time. Just starting to wake up our body here. Few more of these at your own breath. Our next inhale finds us back to center, all of us in tabletop. Starting now to bring our feet back into plank, Palakasana. Now, if Palakasana is too much for your hands and wrists, no worries. You can stay right here onto your knees. Otherwise, in Palakasana, finding your balance here. Finding your alignment. So pushing into your fingertips, fanning them out, engaging your Hasta Bandha. Tuck in your tailbone, heels towards the back of your mat. Engage your Mula Bandha and your Uddiyana Bandha, your core. Breathe. Again, bringing that prana, sending it all around your body. As you exhale, bringing your hips all the way back, downward facing dog. So your first Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take your time, walk it out. For your alignment, again, fingertips fanned out, pressing into the mat, engaging your hasta bandha. Shoulders in one straight line. Biceps out, triceps in. One straight line of energy from your fingertips to your hips, hips reaching towards the sky. Your heels reaching towards the mat, but if you need to bend your knees, do that as well. Protect your back. Do whatever you need, whatever feels right for your body. Starting your Ujjayi breath here, that deep oceanic breath, the back of your throat. Coming back into plank. Now we're going to bend our knees, hover them over the mat. Squatty dog. Again, you can also just come onto your knees depending on how you want to work this asana here. So again, if you're floating your knees, hold. Bring that right knee to your right wrist. Now bring it up to your right elbow. Send it back, right foot meets the left. Inhale, exhale, left knee to left wrist. Bring it up to your left elbow. Bring it back. Squatty dog. Right knee, right wrist. Right knee, right elbow. Bring it back. Left knee, left wrist. Left knee, left elbow. Bring it back. Keep doing those drills. If you're on your right knee, bring that right knee. Again, you can still bring it to your right wrist. Bring it up and bring it back. Breathe. Bring your knees all the way back down. Big toes touch, hips back. Child's pose. Here you can release your wrists if you need. So bringing your fingertips, interlacing them, moving them around, moving your wrists around. Just again, starting to wake up our core to help us flow and protect our back. Inhale, come back to center. Tuck in your toes, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back to plank, Palakasana. Squatty dog, knees hover. Right knee to right wrist. Right knee to left wrist. Inhale, right knee, left elbow. Keep holding, press into the mat. Right knee to right elbow. Bring it back. Squatty dog. Left knee, left wrist. Left knee to right wrist. Left knee, right elbow. Left knee, back to the left, and then back all the way. Squatty dog. Press those hips back, downward facing dog. Again, walk it out. Press into the mat to bend your knees. Keep breathing. We're going to do that one last time. Coming back to plank. Squatty dog. Right knee, right wrist. Right knee, left wrist. Right knee, left elbow. Right knee, right elbow, back. Squatty dog. Left knee, left wrist. Left knee, right wrist. Left knee, right elbow. Left knee, left elbow, all the way back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find your stillness, find your breath. Bend your knees, look forward, heel, toe, all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to your shin, half flat back. Now here, top of your head reaching towards the top of the mat, shoulders back, engage your core. Breathe in to your hamstrings. Engage your glutes. Nice and strong here. Exhale, come down all the way, Uttanasana, forward fold. So here, you can take a ragdoll, hold on to opposite elbows, allow your head to just fall, move back and forth. You can even bring your fingertips all the way down, bend your knees, whatever your body's asking for. This is a great place to let go. Whatever's on your heart, allow it to drop onto your head, and then release it. Let it drop right in front of you like a little puddle. Get lighter, let go. Your next inhale, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to your shins, straight spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, arms all the way up. Palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. So breathing here. Feel that grounding right underneath this earth. Send that prana, that life force from the earth all the way up your legs, your spine, your fingertips, maybe even look up. Ribs away from your hips. Exhale, hands to your heart. Taking some time here to find your intention of class today. We're going to start warming up our bodies with some Surya A's, sun salutation A's. If you know where you're going, you can start that now. Otherwise, we'll do our flow together. Again, finding your intention, and with our intention, we flow. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold down softly, gently hinge at the hips all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to your shin, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, legs back to plank, Palakasana. Inhale once, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Come down all the way. Bend those elbows. Untuck your toes. Inhale, shoulders up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come down. Tuck in your toes, come onto your knees, and then hips back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale one. Exhale one. Inhale two. Exhale two. Inhale three, bend your knees, look forward, walk, float up to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to your shin, half flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, all the way down. Inhale, arms all the way up, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart center, down to the side, Samasthiti or Tadasana. In Tadasana, bringing your shoulders up, back, and down. Palms facing the top of your mat. Fingertips shooting energy to the side. Engage your core. This is a nice strong pose, like a mountain, tall and proud and strong. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold down all the way, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to your shin, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, bring your legs back to plank, Palakasana. Again, elbows in, starting to come down, one straight line. Engage your core all the way down. Untuck your toes, shoulders up, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, fold down all the way. Tuck in your toes, hips back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale 1, exhale 1. Inhale 2, exhale 2. Inhale 3, bend your knees, look forward, walk, float up, top of your mat. Inhale, half, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up all the way, Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, down to the side, Samasthiti, He Tadasana. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, Urdhva. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, bring your legs back to plank, Palakasana. Inhale once, exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog this time, or cobra, your choice. If you're an upward facing dog, making sure that your Hasta Bandha, your hand lock, is nice and locked, that your hips are away from the mat. Exhale, bring your hips all the way back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg comes up, 3-leg dog. You're going for length, not height. So flex those right toes towards your right shin. Shoulders are in one straight line. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Engage your core, come up to the tippy toes of your left foot. Make space, press into the mat. Right foot comes down all the way. Now that left heel plants, left toes 45 degrees. We're gonna come into Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, arms all the way up. Warrior 1. So there are a couple of ways you can do this asana. That right knee is over your right ankle, left foot 45 degrees. Your hips are squared to the top of your mat. So you might need to bring that left foot in a little bit more to find your hips straight, parallel to the top of your mat, okay? Your arms can be to the side, shoulders down. They can be together, looking up for more of a challenge, or they can be to heart center, your choice. If your arms are up, make sure that your shoulders are down and you're squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. Keep breathing. Exhale, starting to bring our hands back down behind us. Now we're going to come into humble warrior. If you have a hard time binding, just get your two fists here, bring them behind you and press in with your fists. Otherwise, you can grab opposite elbows or bind, starting to fold inside of our right thigh. So engage your core, allow your neck to come down, forehead reaching towards your mat. Keep breathing. If your fists are behind you, keep pressing those fists in. Inhale, come up halfway, press into your right foot, get nice and strong. That right hand comes inside of your right foot. We're gonna come in a Skandasana. So now bringing your left heel onto the mat, those left toes start to come up. Now you can stay right here, hold and breathe, or you can start to come up all the way, finding your balance. If you want more of a challenge, starting to bind, so bringing that right hand behind you, your thumb faces the floor, and then grabbing onto your left hand. Taking this nice and slow. If you've taken that bind, looking up to the ceiling, the sky, wherever you are. Wherever you are, know that you're still working. So even if you have both of your hands down, you're flexing those left toes towards your left shin, engaging your core, trying to find your balance. Bringing your right hand back down onto the mat. We're going to come into side plank. So our left hand is going to come up to the sky. And then we're gonna start to bring our left toes back down, parallel to the back of our mat, and then starting to walk over that right foot, place it behind your left. Now, if this is too much for you, bring your right knee down and hold here, side plank. Hips keep reaching towards the sky. If you're wanting more of a challenge, you can start to bring that left leg up. This is your practice, not mine. I'm just your guide. So whatever feels good for you today. Starting to come into plank now, bringing our left hand back onto the mat. Our right hand goes to the other side of our mat. Right and left toes parallel, coming back into plank. Inhale once, exhale chaturanga, all the way down. Untuck your toes, shoulders back, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come back down onto the mat. Tuck in your toes. Hips back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. So we're gonna do that on the left side as well. Catch your breath if you've lost it here. Take a child's pose, whatever feels right for your body. Keep breathing. Inhale, left leg comes up, three-leg dog. Again, find your alignment. Flex those toes, shoulders forward. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Come up to the tippy toes of your right foot. Left foot plants. Right foot comes down 45 degrees so that ankle is on the mat. Your heel's on the mat. Right toes 45 degrees. Engage your core and then start to come up just slowly into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. So again, make sure that if you need to bring your right foot in a little bit more, you do. Your hips are squared towards the top of our mat. Left knee is over left ankle. Arms can be up together, looking up, or to the side. Hands to heart center. Shoulders down. Engage your core. Ribs away from your hips, don't dump into your hips. Keep breathing. It's harder when you're holding these asanas, but don't hold your breath. Concentrate on that prana. Now starting to bring our hands back down to either bind or fists or opposite elbows. All right, so binding here, whatever your shoulders can do. Inhale, heart up to the sky. Bring the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, fold inside of your left thigh. Again, forehead, top of your head, reaching towards your mat. Engage your core, breathe here. Legs are strong. Keep squeezing the shoulders back. Now bend that left knee all the way down. Bring those hands inside of your left foot. Coming into Skandasana. Our right ankle here and our right toes are flexed. Again, your hands can be right in front of you, or you can start to come up, find your balance. Or if you want that bind, bringing your left arm down, that left thumb facing the mat, and then grabbing onto your right hand behind you. The heart is moving towards the sky. You're looking up. Keep breathing. Inhale. Bring that left hand back on to the inside of your left foot. We're going to come into side plank. So that right arm reaches towards the sky. Bring those right toes down in front of you. Lift up your hips, and then bring the left foot back to meet your right, coming into side plank. And again, if this is too much for you, bringing your left knee down, pressing into your left hand. Keep breathing. Even here, you can challenge yourself a little bit. If you're on your left knee, maybe start to raise your right leg up. And again, if you're in side plank, make it yours. Few more breaths here. Right hand comes back down to meet the left. Square your hips onto the mat, plank. Inhale, come forward, shoulders past your wrists, bring your elbows in, come down all the way. Untuck your toes, shoulders back, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come down, tuck in your toes, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale 1, exhale 1. So what do you do when you're holding those asanas? Do you hold your breath too? And if you are, just notice. We tend to do that in our lives as well when things are filling us with pressure. We tend to hold on to our breath instead of breathing through it, relaxing our mind and our body. So whatever we practice on our mat, we can take off of our mat as well. Bend your knees, look forward, walk up slowly to the top of your mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shin, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up all the way, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep breathing, reaching up to the sky. Inhale, hands to heart center, down to the side, Samastitihi. Now that we know where we're going to do that flow one more time and then set up for our Ardha Chandrasana half moon. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold down all the way, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to your shin, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, legs back, plank, Palakasana. Inhale once. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale, right leg extends up to the sky. Exhale, bring it all the way through, however it gets there. Left foot plants onto the mat, 45 degrees. Inhale, rise, Vira 1. Take your time. Exhale, bring your hands all the way back to bind or fist or elbows, whatever you choose. Inhale, heart to the sky. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come up halfway. Engage your core, press into your feet. Exhale, both hands down onto the mat, inside of your right foot. Left heel comes onto the mat. Left toes flex, Skandasana. Couple of breaths here. Whatever you choose, bind or not. Right hand comes back down onto the mat. Left hand comes up to the sky. Press in through those left toes. Bring that right foot all the way back, however it gets there. Side plank. So again, you can bring that right knee down. Do whatever you choose here. Inhale once. Exhale, left hand back down onto the mat. You can take a child's pose here or go through a vinyasa, coming into plank again. Chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Right foot plants. Inhale, come up, barrel one. Exhale, hands to the back, bind. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, come inside of your left thigh. Inhale, come up halfway. Engage your core. Bring those hands down inside of your left foot. Skandasana, right heel onto the mat. Flex those right toes. Again here, staying here or taking a bind, your choice. Left hand back onto the mat. Right arm comes up. Press into those right toes. Hips up, bring that left foot back, however it gets there, or left knee, coming into side plank. Right hand comes back onto the mat. Left hand as well. This time our knees come down all the way. Big toes touch, hips back, child's pose. Release whatever you need to release here. Maybe you've lost your breath, finding that. Breathing in this prana, this life force, again, to the posterior side of our body. As we inhale, coming back up to center, tabletop. Tucking in our toes, hips back, downward facing dog. Bending our knees, walking or flowing forward towards the top of our mat. Inhale, half flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, reset, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms all the way up, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, down to the side, Samasthitihi Tadasana. All right, we're nice and warmed up here. If you have a block, go ahead and bring your block with you. If you don't have a block, no worries, just get something that helps the earth come up to you. So if you have a pillow or a vase, I mean anything that kind of stands up that you can kind of hold on to, give you a little bit of support. That's what we need, all right? So we're gonna come into our triangle pose first. So we're gonna extend our left foot back about 45 degrees. Our right toes are gonna come forward facing the mat. Now that right heel wants to be towards the arch of your left foot. So kind of if you drew a line, it'd be like a line from your right ankle onto that left arch, all right? Now our bodies are all different, so that might feel good for me, but not for you, and so you kind of stand how you need to stand, but those toes are 45 degrees, and your distance between the two is a shorter distance than in Warrior Two, all right? So now that right knee has a slight bend to it. You don't want to overextend that. And then starting to bring that right block right inside of that right knee of yours, okay? So now you can bring that right hand onto the block, extend your left arm up. Now what you're doing here is opening up your chest. And if there was two walls in between you and you were sandwiched in, your hips want to also fit that. So you want to bring that right hip up towards that block a little bit more. And then externally rotate your left hip a little bit outward. Okay? So you're feeling a nice stretch here. You're also using your obliques. So you don't want to rest solely on that right block. If you want more of a challenge, you can start to release that block or start to grab onto your right big toe, holding here. And if you want to bind, bringing that right hand inside of your right thigh, bringing that left hand back behind you, and then slight bend in your knee, but starting to straighten out that right leg, and then looking up. Keep breathing. From here, starting to come up all the way, arms extend out. We're going to come into our half moon. So starting to bring your block now, or whatever you have at home, placing it about 3 inches diagonal to your right foot, and then bringing in your left foot a little bit more, okay? Now those right toes are still pointing towards the top of our mat. We're gonna start to press into our right hand and our right block, or whatever we have there, raising up our left leg. Now those left toes wanna point towards the parallel side of your mat, so the long side of your mat, all right? Your left hand extends out. And again, kind of as our hips were in triangle, that's what we're trying to do here as well. Nice, a flat back. Now, if you want more of a challenge, you can start to release that block, bring your fingertips onto the mat, and still extending up. All right? If you want more of a challenge here, starting to press into your right foot and bringing up your right hand. Coming out of this whenever you choose. Now we're going to do the left side. So same here. Left toes to the back of your mat. Right toes 45 degrees. Left knee attempting to be straight but not locked. Bringing the block inside of your left ankle, maybe by your left knee, whatever is right for your body. Starting to bring your left hand onto the block, right hand extends up. Again, you want more of a challenge. Letting go of your block, fingertips reaching towards the floor, or binding peace finger and thumb to your big toe on your left, or finding the bind. So if you want to bind, left hand comes inside of your left thigh, right hand goes behind it. Opening up your heart, looking up, engaging your core, your obliques. Still breathing, you're not holding your breath, you're just holding this asana. Exhale, let go. Bring that block diagonal to the left toes. Excuse me. So your left pinky toe is diagonal to your block. Starting to bring in your right foot. Press into your left foot. Right foot starts to hover. But again, your hips are open. Nice, strong right leg and left. Right arm starts to come up. And again, if you want more of a challenge, releasing that block, bringing your fingertips onto the mat. If you want more of a challenge, pressing into your left foot, nice and strong, slight bend in your left knee, and that left hand starts to hover. Everything's nice and tight. Starting to bring that right foot down, let go, release. Now, if you ever want to play with this at home, you know, because who doesn't, right? Just if you want more of a challenge, you can start to take your bind in your triangle and then start to lift up into half moon. Right, so some days it'll be easy peasy, some days not. All right, so just have fun with that. You want to also do the right side, and also one side's always kind of different. So if you want to take that challenge, again, binding, and then raising up your left leg. Still breathing through it. All right. Okay. So that's kind of our transition, a little bit of half moon, triangle. If you're in triangle, you can always just transition into half moon by, even if you have your block, bringing your block from right inside your right foot to the outside of your right foot. And so you can work on this transition even with your block, or like I said, the bind, which I'm still working on. All right, so starting to release our block now. We're gonna start to slow down class a little bit, coming into some deeper stretches, and eventually our favorite pose, Shavasana. So coming to the top of our mat, bringing our right toes and our left toes diagonal to our mat, coming into Yogi Squat Malasana. So if you need a block or something to sit on, please do so. It helps to open up your hips even more. Pressing in to your knees with your elbows, nice and straight. Engage your core. If Malasana is really easy for you, a good way to bring a challenge here is to press into your feet and then bring your pelvic floor up, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha and your Mula Bandha together. If you'd like to take crow here, you're nice and open for that. So either staying in Malasana or bringing your hands down onto the mat. Again, nice and strong Hasta Bandha, Chaturanga arms, knees behind your triceps, looking forward, and then raising up your feet. Holding for a 5 count, 3 to 5 count, and then coming back down to Malasana. So again, working on crow if you'd like here, a few more breaths. Crow is called Kakasana. Just taking your time here, breathing. You can take a bind here, whatever you choose. Sitting all the way down now, maybe letting go of that block underneath you. Extending those legs out. Flex your toes. Inhale, arms up all the way. Ribs away from your hips. Exhale, fold forward. Making sure that your belly button comes down first, then your chest, chin, nose, forehead. Inhale, lengthen your spine slightly. Exhale, come down even more. Inhale, come up slowly. Arms parallel to your legs. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way back down onto the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Bringing your arms all the way around your shins. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Really, truly thank yourself and your body and your spirit to be here on the mat, to give yourself some true love and time and attention. You deserve it. Your body really listens to every word you say. So really being kind to yourself, thanking yourself and truly meaning it. Bringing your knees now, stacking them on top of your hips. Bringing your hands to your knees, moving side to side, massaging that lower back. Starting to make huge circles with your knees. So as you inhale, extend those knees out to the side. Exhale, bringing them back in. Inhale out to the side. Exhale back in. Do this at your own flow, your own breath. Next, inhale, bring your knees to your shoulders, more towards your armpits, and then starting to bring your feet up to the sky, grabbing onto your feet, either inside or outside. Happy baby. You can move side to side or just breathe in to your hips. Bringing your knees back into your chest to center. Extend those arms out to the side. Palms face up to receive. Bring your knees in closer to your chest and then exhale all the way to the right. Allow your knees to drop to the right-hand side of your mat. Your drishti, that focus point, is to your left hand. You can close your eyes here. Take whatever twist you choose. So if you want to extend that left leg out, hold on to it with your right hand, do so. Breathing in again to your left side of your body. Few more breaths here. Inhale back to center. Engage your core. Reset. Knees again towards your chest. Exhale to your left. Drishti to your right. So now that we're slowing down, your mind may be wandering, especially because you're at home. Stay present with your prana, your breath. Feel what's happening in your body. Everything outside can wait. Go towards your internal landscape. Be there, be within. Inhale back to center. Any last movements of class you want to take here before Shavasana? I love taking back bends before I end, and so you might want to take a bridge so your heels would come towards your glutes, palms and forearms, shoulders onto the mat. Extend those hips up. If you want to take a wheel, your fingertips would face your shoulders. Again, feed into your glutes, and then inhale all the way up. Again, whatever last movements of class you want to take, a plow, shoulder stand. When you're ready, no rush at all. Extending those legs out onto the mat. Bringing your hands by your side, palms face up. Taking your Shavasana however you choose. But your whole body now getting nice and heavy onto the mat. I want you to close your eyes if you feel safe and comfortable. And even though we can't go to a lot of places right now, physically, we can go to a lot of places mentally and spiritually. So I want you to start to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Imagine a place you most want to be at. Maybe the beach, maybe the mountains, maybe a lake. Favorite vacation you took. Imagining this place, not with sorrow that you can't be there or grief, but to know you will be there again. You're grateful for the time even spent there. And you're grateful for the time to come. I want to bring you back to the quote. Chrissy Chung, my former teacher, said, "Our breath, our prana, it helps us to rest in the remembrance that life is a gift." Our breath, our prana, helps us to rest in the remembrance that life is a gift. So each day we breathe this beautiful life force around us, helps us to remember that life truly is a gift. No matter what is going on in the world around us, we are alive still. We have a purpose still. We are still connected to everyone and everything around us. So as you move through the day, I encourage you to really focus on that prana, your breath, to make it your superpower. To breathe in when you feel lost. To breathe in when you feel stuck. To breathe in when you're happy. And remember that your life is a gift. And remember to be grateful. Continue to rest in your Shavasana. I want to thank each and every one of you. I imagine your faces out there, your energy, for joining me today. If you're up on your mat now and you'd like to close out practice with me, please do so. Otherwise, keep resting in Shavasana. Bringing your hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, to the center of your chest. Breathing in, sighing it out. Gratitude for this life. Bow your head in reverence to your inner teacher, to your inner self. May you always, always know and honor, respect, and understand your inner being, your inner teacher. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide. Namaste.